What's up, guys? So I am on my way to N1 City to watch this movie that everybody has been talking about called Blessers. I've heard a lot of interviews on the radio and on the TV, and I'm genuinely just interested how the movie is because it's heavily marketed, and I think it's probably a great watch. I don't know. I will let you guys know how I feel about it. So yeah, check you guys on the other side. I'm driving. So I'm back from the cinema from watching Blessers, the movie. And what a movie. Okay, so I've been trying the whole day to actually understand what the movie is about. I still don't know, even after watching the movie, I still have no idea what the movie is about. But I think the movie is about this rich family trying to... I have no idea what the movie is about. It's about a whole lot of other things. I still don't know what the movie is about. But anyway, we'll start with the things that I loved. I loved the production value of this movie. I loved the whole film was just too cinematic. It was just too beautiful to watch. Really, I loved the locations that they chose. I loved the art direction. It was just too beautiful. Great locations, great art direction. That was just too brilliant. But I noticed that the only thing, a chain of things that I actually wasn't really well pleased with. It's a lot, but it's the first thing is the characters. The characters. It was difficult to connect with the characters. It was really difficult to connect with the guys. I don't know if it's because the movie is comedy. It's almost all about laughs, and you don't really need to connect to the characters. But for me, it just felt like I didn't care about these guys. I just didn't have any emotional connection. I didn't care what would happen to them. Even the climax of the movie, it's like, oh, they're just gonna find out about who did what, and there wasn't any real connection with the characters for me, and I think it's probably because there wasn't any sort of backstory to the characters. I think if I had an idea of where they came from or why they did what they did, I probably would have some sort of connection to them, because I understand. But the characters they give you, they just there, you just find them like that. This guy is rich and this girl is a slave queen, and she's a spoiled brat, and this, did I say spoiled brat? So there isn't any backstory to, I have no idea what the guy does. He's in business, but I have no idea how he made his money. I know it's related to the Guptas somehow. And the girl, I have no idea what she does. All of the characters, they didn't have that connection that you'd want to have with the people that you, I don't know, maybe, like I said, maybe it's because it's a comedy and you don't necessarily need to feel that connection. But for me, any story that doesn't connect you to the character where you emotionally care is not really that great. Which leads me to the second point, which is the story of the film. I still don't know what the story is about. I've listened to some of the interviews from the cast of the movie, and most of them said that the movie, that most of them didn't actually describe what the movie is about. They just mentioned that it's a slice of life. You're not meant to get anything from it, which is actually true. You don't necessarily get anything out of it. It's just entertainment, I think, using a very sensitive topic humorously. I don't know if that's a good idea. If you're using a very sensitive topic to just make fun of it and not say anything about it, it's like for me, I don't really get what that is about. It really just defeats the whole purpose of movies, which is entertainment, but as well as you gotta leave your audience with something. They shouldn't just see themselves as, oh, okay, this is how life is, and just be okay with it, or but there should just be something that the audience have to take from seeing your film. So in terms of story, that was my biggest issue. Still, like I said, I still don't know what the film is about, and but I know it's the guy, the man, Kenneth Nkosi, is having a problem with his wife. I still don't know why. With the wife, I get it, sexual frustration, but there isn't any desire to fix it or anything like that. She just wants to be in the marriage, and she's just like mean for no reason. Well, I guess they did address it eventually because of the sexual frustration, but I mean, it's, for me, the character, they didn't have meat. Back to the character, but anyway, I'm on story. So the story, I don't want to say it's bad, but it's what's the word? It's raw. It's really raw, and it just needed to be cooked a little bit, to be just left, a bit to be better. Oh, I forgot to say, I loved Connie. Is it Connie Chune or Chune? I don't know. Mamkete. I only know her as Mamkete. I know Sonia as in Dombi. Like, those are the names that I know. But she was really good. I loved her character. I loved the whole story that she had there. She perfectly resembled a typical domestic worker. It was just done perfectly for me. But somehow that it also, you know, I just, some of the things we just left, left out, like towards the climax, the maid were like cooking up a storm. They're like, oh, we need to do something, but then you end up not seeing anything, or there wasn't any follow-up to that. And the ending as well. I know a lot of people have been complaining about the ending. It was just terrible. Let me just put it so bluntly. The movie just ended so abruptly, and it was just, it needed for me, it needed to address it. Any movie needs to have a conclusion, and I kind of get why they did it that way, because life really doesn't conclude that well. Like, things are not really concluded in life. They just keep rolling and rolling and rolling, and for me, I kind of feel like I kind of understand why it ended that way, but then for me it somehow just needed to be done in a way that just didn't do this, like Thanos. It was just like, done, you're done, credits are rolling. A lot of things were just left, secrets were left, conflicts were not resolved, and things like that. And what else? The editing as well. The editing was just so random. There was just editing that was just like, guys, like, it was just like they were intercutting between certain scenes that were completely not connected. Somehow I do get it, but then no. No. Like, some were just like 2 seconds, like a car pulling into the parking lot. And then cutting to something else. I just forgot what it was. And then the scenes were just not related, and I didn't get why it was like that. And yeah, it was just like certain things were just like done not that well. And what else? I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. I just can't think of anything. I can't think of anything else now. If you've watched it, please let me know down on the comments below. Let me know what you think. If you're gonna watch it, let me know if after you've watched it, how you think of the film. My review is not to say that don't go watch it. Maybe you're gonna enjoy it. Some people have watched it and loved it. Yeah. So if you're gonna watch it, let me know what you think. If you've seen it, let me know what you think down below in the comments. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. I can't wait to share more videos like this.